Okay, so we are a few days out from the Texas road trip, and I'm in the van, and I had planned today to clean it out, get all of the things out that we're not going to need, like all of the blankets, the firewood, that kind of stuff that we're just not going to use in a much warmer climate. I was changing out the clothing that I had, so taking the hoodies out, putting in warm weather clothes, and apparently I did too much last week. So I had a fatigue crash on Friday, and I woke up this morning, and the Visible app, which is what I use for help with pacing and making sure that I don't overexert myself, basically said, you need to find somewhere to sit down today. Yeah, it basically said that my entire body was basically out of whack, and that I was at risk for worsening my fatigue crash. So what did I do? I took all the blankets out and I threw them on my bed, and I took some of the stuff out of the garage, and now I had to lay down because I don't have the energy to make it back into the house. So this is the reality of someone who is living with chronic fatigue. So I'm going to lay here for a little bit with the door open, and eventually we'll be able to make it into the house. Hey y'all, so first and foremost, thank you so much to everyone who watched the video about me wrestling with whether or not van life is something that I can realistically do given my health issues. The response to that video has been incredible. All of the people that have sent words of encouragement, told me not to give up, said that they're really glad that I'm not giving up. Thank you so much. It means a lot to have a community like this. Especially when things get hard. I'm definitely going to need all of the people to help me remember why I chose to do this. Second, I know that I said I was going to take things slow, but I am, technically. So I am at Trinidad Lake State Park, camping overnight. I'm on my way to Texas. So I've been trying to visit my family for at least 2 months. I mean, it's been postponed so many times for various reasons, most of them health related. And I've just gotten to the point where I think that I'm okay enough to do it. And I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive no more than 3 to 4 hours, preferably closer to 3, and then park somewhere. Like I'm just going to go either to a state park or a national forest or something like that, a hip camp, just whatever. And I'm going to park it for the day. It's going to help me with regulating my heart rate, making sure that I don't have a fatigue crash on the way down, because Lord knows we don't need that. But also gives me an opportunity to be in the van, to travel in the van, and to see some really amazing places. So for today, this is our stop, Trinidad Lake State Park. Gotta watch out for these guys. So busy. I want to give a shout out to my friend whose name I'm not going to call, but she's one of the vets that I know who has helped me a lot with Kiri. She actually told me that I should get just a yoga mat from like Goodwill or wherever, whatever resale shop is in my area, and train Kiri to see it as like her place on the road if she's not in the van. And it's working. She, when we got here, was completely hyperventilating from being in the van, traveling, and things like that. She got out, looked around, ate her snack, drank water, and then just kept getting tangled in her leash because you're supposed to have your dog on a 6-foot leash here. And I was just like, okay, we can't keep doing that because you're spilling water and water is precious. So I put down her yoga mat behind me and she is totally just chilled out there. So I think outside of the van, she's getting used to being on the road, traveling, camping, being outdoors, all of that good stuff. In the van when it's moving, not so much. So we're going to still be working on that. But yeah, just thank you to all the people that helped me with awesome tips on how to care for her on the road. This is the one that was taken from me. So I remember this for the next time I come. Come on. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten to park out here anyway. But look at this site. Check that out. This one keeps trying to catch flies, and it's quite hilarious. These are so cool looking. They look like lettuce. Yeah, probably should head back. I don't want to be overexerting myself just because she won't go potty. There's a demonstration going on in French, I think, over there. There's the view. Gorgeous. I'm not really hungry, so that's why my salad looks really light. I haven't really eaten today, partly because I was on the road, partly just because I'm not hungry. So no protein, which is probably going to haunt me in the morning, but I have my Seek protein and my water, so hoping that that will tide me over for the night. But yeah, super light, super easy because we're not trying to expend a whole lot of energy cooking and doing all of that. Y'all, the sun is setting. It's a beautiful night. The lake looks amazing. I just want to show y'all what's going on over here. What's missing? What's missing? Yeah, my dog. Old girl decided that the peal of thunder in the distance was too much, and she's in the van. She's not coming back out for the rest of the night, probably. I think she's down for the count. But check out, yeah, that right there in the distance. She said that she's not about that life and to pick somebody else. So I'm out here by myself until I decide to go in for the night. Hello? She said she was done. Y'all tell me why I looked at both of these doors and I went in that one to go potty. Why? This is how you know you're camping in bear country. Y'all, the funniest thing happened earlier when I was taking Kiri for a walk. I walked by the campsite that I originally wanted to reserve. That was whatever, glitch of the system happened and I wasn't able to get it. But I was walking by with Kiri and there's a camper there and they had, it sounds like they have a couple very small dogs, the high pitch. As I was walking by, the owner leaned out the window and was like, hi. So I said hello. And she said, hi, puppy. And I'm like, oh, you weren't talking to me. Never mind. Super, super fun when, she did eventually, to give her due. She did eventually talk to me, but yeah, she wasn't trying to talk to me at first. So I decided to stay on the south shore because, wow. Okay, yeah, my dog's freaking out right now. She's in the van, so she should be okay. But I am on the south shore of Trinidad. Why is it so hard for me to say Trinidad when my family is from the country of Trinidad? What in the world? I'm staying on the south shore, and the north shore campground is here. I'm really glad that I didn't choose that. I didn't choose it initially because they have electric hookup, which means generators and people running things that I'm like, I will get no peace. And the sights over here were beautiful and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not over there because we just got a little sprinkle. I can attest. The women's one is definitely cleaner. Yikes.